Welcome back. We're back into Minecraft and we've got a new world ahead of us. This is the Perfect Perimeter Project, or the PPP. And yeah, the object of this one is I'm going to be setting up a perfect perimeter. It means absolutely smooth walls, smooth floor, and I'm going to try to do it with as little kind of work as possible. So I've spent quite a bit of time thinking over how to do each step of the perimeter in a way in which it takes the least kind of amount of work, like laborious work. There's going to be some things that, like, no matter what, it's going to take a while. It's just excavating a huge area, so it's going to take a while. But yeah, we're going to be setting it up kind of over in this area somewhere. I have it marked out on notes. I've spent a lot of time looking for a good seed because it needed like some pretty specific stuff. Um, it needed to have at least a 2x2 slime chunk with a witch hut that would be within the perimeter. And yeah, and not too much, underground lava and water too close to it. So I scouted out probably like 3 dozen seeds, something like that. And this one was probably the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on some stuff, getting supplies ready, and then I'll come back when I've got like an action plan ready to go for you. Alright, so step one in the action plan is complete. I've come over to this village. It's the closest village to spawn. There's not really many nearby, so I had to make sure that they were, reasonably secure and all that, and board up the doors and whatnot for most of the villagers. There's like one straggler that I didn't get boarded up in time, but yeah, I'm not really gonna worry about. I got like 5 or 6 safes, so that's plenty. I only really need 2 to set up a villager breeder. And yeah, let's head back to the perimeter, or where the perimeter is going to be, and I will start going over the action plan. Okay, so if you can see, like, right behind me, kind of like centered on my helmet right there, there's that 2x2 chunk area that's marked in green. This is all the slime chunks in the area, so yay, but that's going to be the center of the perimeter. And so we're in a swamp, but the central area of the swamp kind of doesn't matter. The center of a perimeter, using World Eater, it doesn't really matter, like water. It's just the edges. So there's going to be a lot of edge stuff that I've got to do, but it was kind of like this is like the first seed that I found after looking through like dozens that kind of match the parameters. So it's fine. Um, we're going to go ahead and get set up. We're going to get a central base set up in the clouds. It's got to go like kind of like right above the cloud layer. So yeah, I'm going to get that set up, and then we'll come back and I'll build a board so I can walk through the steps. All right, so we got a platform built up top here. It's above the World Eater level, so I think the World Eater goes up to like 180 or something at Y level, so yeah. There are quite a few blocks above that, just to be safe. And yeah, I've already built my board, so I don't get distracted. But I'm kind of wondering what order I need to do things in. I did come up with like an action plan, but I don't know. So how we're going to build the perimeter is, first I'm going to do like nerd poles around the edges, around the corners. So like right around there, right around there, right around there-ish, and right around there-ish. I'm going to be doing just like nerd poles just so I can mark the corners so I know where to put things. Then after that, I need to scout the entire edge of the perimeter. So I got free cam. Yeah. And I need to kind of go down underneath and look for anywhere where there's like lava either next to or above water. So like around probably, I think it's around like here-ish. I'm gonna need to like come through. Yeah, I'm gonna need to come through here and find everywhere where there's lava, and just kind of soak that up, or put down some sand, like where the trencher is gonna be, because the trencher cannot handle uh, like stone or cobblestone being generated while it's running. So I got to make sure I got to clear all those out. Then after I've done that, I'm gonna wall off the edges with just sand. Use like a sand pusher on like that area is kind of deep. Um, right around there is kind of deep. Right in there is kind of deep, and like there are kind of deep. But the rest, like all along here, where it's like the big pile of water, that's fine. It's only like 1 to 4 blocks deep. I can manually place those real easy. But I want to do the entire edge, and that's going to be for watering the edge of the perimeter. But I'll get to that. Then after that, I needed to dig out the corners. So on the west side, in the north and south corner, I need to dig a 12 by 12 pit all the way down to bedrock. That's going to take a while. That's why I need some beacons. I need at least one, but preferably two. And actually, preferably four, but I don't think I'm not going to build like a skeleton farm, a wither skeleton farm. Actually, possibly could, but we'll see. Depends. It depends on how I'm feeling. After those are dug, over on the east side, the north and south corner, I need to build like I don't know, like a 3 by 12, just something real thin. And that's so when the trenching on the north and south side is done, I can stop the trencher without it running into the wall. Because I don't want to like have to stop and then like replace all these blocks and whatnot that the trencher's already pulled. After that, after the corners are dug, I need to dig underside trenches. So all the way at bedrock, all around the edges, I need to dig a trench. I need to dig like a tunnel. The west and east sides, I'm just going to dig manually because they're 3 by 2. They're 3 wide, 2 tall. That's fine. I can dig that out. Also, why I want beacons. But the north and the south side are going to be 12 by 2. I don't think I'm going to dig that out manually. I think I'm just going to build a tunnel bore and use that to gather some resources. But yeah, then I'll just like kind of fill it in and clean it up and all that, and make sure it's all purty. After that, I have to build and run the trenchers. I'll probably build and run them one at a time. Like you should do it 4 at a time, but I would need a ton of resources. I wouldn't need like 26 stacks of slime blocks. I'd need like 100 stacks of slime blocks almost. Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a while. After those are run, I need to clean the edges of the trench, the outer wall, because there's going to be water flow, there's going to be lava flow, all that. I need to clean all that up, just so the edges look all purty. Then after those are cleaned, I can waterlog the entire top edge of the perimeter. And yeah, it's going to be a while, but it's going to take probably about like, I don't know, 2 hours or so to just place in water. And I also need to do the entire bottom edge as well. And the reason for that is so as the World Eater is running, it's not going to start blasting into the very bottom layer. What's going to happen is as the World Eater is running, it's going to fill in with water source blocks. So I'll only have to replace like the occasional block that got blasted like too deep or whatever. Um, Rather than having to replace, thousands of blocks to make the bottom all clean and purty. Plus, having the bottom waterlogged will prevent slimes from spawning. So, yeah. And then after that's done, I can run the World Eater, and then the perimeter will be done. Yeah. It's going to be a while. It's going to be quite a few months until I get to that stage. Uh, Probably at least, I don't know, 2-3 months before I get to that stage. It's going to be a while. So first step, I think, I don't know if I want to get to doing the perimeter stuff right now. I think I'm going to need to get supplies together. So I think tools, armor, maybe some ender chests, and getting an enchanter set up is going to be like first step. So I think I'm going to need to go and do a little bit of mining. And actually I might do like... Actually, you know what? No. I think I might do mark the corners. Because what I can do for mining is I can start digging out the corners. I can do like a 2 wide and just like kind of go back and forth. Like a 2 wide pit all the way to bedrock. But how am I going to get back up? Elytra. Rockets. That's, I gotta think. I gotta think about this for a minute. Yeah. Okay, so I have my corners marked with nerd poles. You can see there's one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right over there. And so, yeah, that's where the perimeter is going to be. Of course, once we get down inside the perimeter, it's going to feel much bigger. Like right now, because, up so high, it looks kind of small, but it's going to be 18 by 18 chunks, so not a small perimeter. Not the biggest one I've made, but probably be the nicest one I've made. But yeah, so we've got the corners marked, and I think I have enough beds for now. So I'm going to mark those off. What I'm thinking I need to set up first, I was thinking about it while I was setting up the nerd poles, is I think I want to set up the iron farm first. That way I can get the slime farm going with the iron golems. I can maybe, with the villager breeder, get a trader set up so I can get my trades going, get some XP rolling in, as well as maybe get 2 librarians. I'm thinking 2 now, because like mending and silk touch. So silk touch you can roll on the enchanting table, but I don't know. It depends. I'll think about it, because I'll need silk touch axes to get the bee farm up and running. So I think getting to that iron farm early is probably what I'm going to end up having to do. Yeah. All right. Ooh, diamonds. Yoink. There we go. First diamond. Nice. Need many more, but it's the first one. Oh, more diamonds. Okay. Nice. Okay, so you can see I've got my temporary villager breeder set up here. Eventually I'll tear all this down, but that's why I just made it out of dirt, so I can just, shovel it out. Kill the villagers and be done with it. But, yeah, and also over here we've got the start for an iron farm. This is just the normal gossip farm, where it's just real quick to set up. I just need a little bit of time for the villagers to get breeding, up here, and once I have 5 of them, I cap it off, put a little wall around, and a little bit of water, a little bit of lava, and we're good to go. I just gotta wait for that one to grow up so they can start breeding and all that good stuff. So probably be another like 20-ish minutes before that's done. All right, so we've been sitting up here for about half an hour. The iron farm's just chugging along. Occasionally you get iron golems in there, and over here at the villager breeder, you can see all the villagers kind of hopping in there, and so that's good and filled. So probably gonna set up a trading area right there. Right there, you can see the slime farm, how it's set up. It's, you know, this edge corner is a light level of 1, so we got just enough. Basically, I made it as compact as I could. So let's go ahead and check the results. Ooh, that's no good. That's really no good. 24. That's bad. That's real bad. Hopefully that was just like the moon cycle. So I'm gonna AFK for maybe another couple hours and see how that does. If not, this might be completely changed when I come back next episode, because I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Looking at recording time, I'm trying to keep these around 20-ish minutes, like 20 minutes max for this series. And yeah, so I think next episode we'll continue working on getting supplies stockpiled. I might try to do like the nether stuff next episode. You know, do some blaze farming, try and get a beacon together, all that. And yeah, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.